Hey everyone, when you're ready to roll, thank you.
Hey Ian, Ollie here. I think I heard you use the word patient in your answers just there. Is that sort of what the key was when you had so much territory and possession but couldn't quite turn it into points early on in that first half particularly?
Absolutely. It's I think if you do your research and you look at how many tries they concede in test matches, it's not many. And even the series in South Africa, the South Africans found it hard to score tries against them and ended up taking, they built their scores in 3. So I liked our patience, and sometimes in the past we can get a bit distracted when we get slowed down or things don't work, and we're trying to build a bit of resilience in that space. So please, even things like, I think the decision by Guz to take the 3 points to go from 7 to 10 was a really good decision too, and it just keep building a bit of scoreboard pressure and just enable us to keep building some blocks after that.
39-0. What were you more pleased with, the 39 aspect or the 0 aspect?
Yeah, I probably the 0. I think I felt our defence looked really strong. I thought at set piece time we gave them a lot of poor quality ball, and our defence was strong and aggressive at times. And so, it wasn't perfect, but I think we imposed themselves, and I did feel quite safe watching them have the ball, and it felt we were pretty secure. So we're making some good steps in that space, and I think the key is that we're actually enjoying the defence side of it at the moment.
Cool. Thanks, Matt.
G'day, Ian. Brodie. Congratulations, Brodie. First win as captain. Ian, could you talk a little bit about the decision, obviously Anton Leonard-Brown being injured, Rieko Ioane coming in, when that was made and how much prep Rieko had, and sort of also just a little bit about his performance today in the midfield?
Rieko was on the bench, so he prepared to play, and he knew he was going to be covering midfield, so he had plenty of time to prepare. When did he know? He knew late yesterday afternoon, right at the end of the captain's run. Anton bent down to scoop a ball up and just tweaked a tendon at the top that he did on the Saturday beforehand that had healed. So it doesn't sound like it's very significant, but it was just enough to give him a bit of a niggle. So it's we made a decision to make the change at that point.
Cheers. And Brodie, at the end there, quite a few Chiefs players on the field. Did you feel like you were back in Hamilton?
Well, not quite, but it's awesome to see Chiefs boys out there, and anyone. I mean, Luke's had a couple of weeks where he hasn't played, and then to come on and perform like he did and score 2 tries. It's awesome to see when any of those boys get their opportunity, they come in and add to the group like he did tonight, especially.
Must be good in particular with Luke. Obviously, you've been away for a couple of years from the environment, and to come back and he's back involved and obviously playing some pretty good footy.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, being around them for a wee while, like touched on at the Chiefs, and when you come to the 2019 World Cup, everyone knew see what his potential and how special of a player he is. And he didn't participate, had to head home there, and he's worked his way back in here. And I think he's taken his opportunities hugely, and look forward to him doing it well.
Thanks, guys.
Cool. Should we go to Lynn McConnell next?
Hi there, thanks. Well done, guys. Brodie, one for you. Ian's mentioned the fact that the patience was the important thing in the first half. How often did you have to keep reinforcing that during the first half?
Yeah, we talked about it a lot. We talked about, if we just got to keep carrying and cleaning and not letting them get over the ball, and our opportunities will come. Like Ian touched on, it wasn't always completely accurate, and I guess that's something we'll touch on, but on the whole, I thought we really had to work, and then we started to find some space a little bit wider. So I thought it was a great test match. Not every test match is going to be easy, and playing the Argentinians is different to Australia. So I thought it was good for us leading forward to the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Cool, thanks, Lynn. Sorry, we're just going to have to keep it moving. If we can just do one question each and just get around everyone, and we'll see how much time, because we're under a bit of time pressure. So, Mark, do you want to go next?
Yeah. Ian, I just wonder, does it feel to you like Bowden's performances are building on the back of what you saw tonight? And can you just also talk about his calf? Is he okay? He was icing it at the end.
Yep, he's okay. Tightened up, a bit more cramp. Same as last week. Is he building? Yes, he is. He's playing well. So I'm really pleased with him.
Cool. Thanks, Mark. Elliot, do you want to jump in?
Sure. Thanks, Joe. Hi, Ian. Since that loss last year, you haven't conceded a point against Argentina. How much of a focus have you put on the defence, and does that defeat still play on the mind when you go into this sort of games against Argentina?
No, it doesn't. Look, you can't linger on the past, just like you can't linger on we didn't linger on the 38-0 in the last game we played them. It's all about the here and now, and we know history facts will get chucked up at us all the time, but this group's about paving its own path through this tournament. We've got some pretty clear objectives we want to get out of it, and we've done a lot of work on the Argentinians of what they've been delivering this year, and largely they've been pretty impressive, particularly defensively. And so, overall, I'm pretty pleased with the way that we went about it. I like the way our defence is building, and we're getting a good attitude there, like I said, and that bodes well for what is still a long year in front of us.
Yep. Jamie, do you want to jump in?
Hey, guys, before you carry on, Jamie, we've got probably
2 minutes.
time for one more question. Sorry, team, we have to keep moving.
Yep.
Thanks, Joe. Sorry, just a question about the change in goal kicking there. Ian, was that your call, or is that a call that was made on the field by the captaincy group?
No, that's Brodie's call. He's he like I said, he started to cramp up in that calf near the end of the first half, and so we asked. I had a conversation with Pete and indirectly to Brodie and said, "Well, just leave the kicking, mate." So that's why I did that.